All right, Margaret Popper in New York, thanks very much for that. Time now for our Levitt at Large segment. Lots to talk about with the former SEC Chairman Arthur Levitt. He's an advisor to the Carlyle Group, also a board member at Bloomberg LP, our parent company. And Arthur, always good to see you. I want to start, if I could, with the stress tests that have come under so much scrutiny recently here in Washington and on Wall Street. What's your sense of these stress tests? How much are we going to learn? And is it a mistake that we're going to hear some of the information publicly?
I wonder, Peter, whether Tim Geithner, if he had it to do over again, would go through this process, because it's really sailing between Scylla and Charybdis. If the stress tests are too vigorous, banks are going to fail. If the stress tests aren't vigorous enough, the public simply won't believe in their credibility. There's no good answer to this. I think the publicizing of the stress test and everything that goes around it just wasn't a good idea. The banks have enough difficulty in telling it as it is and avoiding mark to the market that people still don't believe what the banks are telling them. So I think that the stress test is not going to be a net positive.
Arthur, you know, of course, aside from these stress tests, we've got the Oversight Committee on TARP. They're going to be grilling Tim Geithner. This is one of your areas of expertise. I mean, what about the chance of fraud in all of this, in the doling out and the tracking of these public funds in TARP?
Whenever you see this amount of public money being spread around, there's always going to be wrongdoing, and I think the people responsible for that will be revealing it. There'll be cases brought. There will be fraud. It's just inevitable, and I think that's part of the process.
Arthur, what about the notion that the government might have to kick in more capital into these banks going forward? This idea of perhaps converting preferred shares into common equity, does that make sense to you? Is that going to be good for taxpayers?
I think that's probably the best stopgap effort right now. We've got a de facto bank nationalization as it is. This will continue that. It won't be called nationalization, but that's what it is. I think that it's obvious that Congress will be reluctant to give additional money to the banks. This is the way that, on a short-term basis, they can address that issue without going back to Congress. I think it's a necessity. It's absolutely essential.
Arthur, thanks so much. We've run out of time. Arthur Levitt. And